Alright, so we're going to do another test just in case. We do know that the wire harness is sending power all the way to the front. Alright, so I started with a wire straight to the, like a push start button, but now it's a it's a wire start for it to turn on. What's happening is the injectors are not pulsating to spray fuel, because we do have fuel pressure, we do have fuel in the lines, but the injectors are not functioning. So this is the ECU from Jim Wolf, from Old Dollar Bill here. In theory, I'm gonna switch this, plug this into DD, because it has the same exact parameters. Exactly what it reads there is exactly what you're gonna see over there. I'm gonna swap them out. I'm gonna put this one in DD, which runs and drives. We're gonna see if there's anything going on with this ECU. It is an SR20 wire harness. So what's the deal? I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. I mean, it's a project, it's not a daily driver. So if I needed this car, I'd really be very upset and frustrated, but it's a project and she'll be coming out. We heard the engine. Yes, it does have a leak. I'm not worried about that because I've taken those apart many times. So now let's take off DD's, plug this one in. If it turns on DD, then I'm gonna head towards the wiring harness on this car. But I don't see what the issue is, but we'll figure it out. All right, so here we go. You can see I'm in DD. She is on. She has her ECU. Old dollar bill right here. ECU. So we're gonna plug this up into this. Alright. If that turns on my car, then something's broken in that wire harness over there. So, it's process of elimination. I know it's Jim Wolf. They've never let me down, but you never know, right? I mean, we're gonna find out. Let's take that ECU off, put that one in there. I'll show y'all that they read the same and go from there. So there we have it, right? We have ODB, Old Dollar Bill, baby. Alright, so, and then we have DD's, my daily driver. 72 pound injectors, Z32 MAF, turbo, 831 compression, right? Same thing here. So we're gonna put that in there, plug it up. If it turns on, we're good. I mean, something in the wire harness or something's going on. If it doesn't, then it's got to be an issue in the ECU. Let's do it. Daily driver. Old dollar bill. See what comes out of it. So we have old dollar bill in there. All right. So there you go. That ECU, like this one, is turning on my car, my daily driver. So something in that wire harness is broken. We're gonna have to figure that one out. So there we have it. There's something broken in the wire harness somewhere in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through every single one coming out of. Make sure it's making a complete loop. And whatever that wire is, we are going to correct it. And that's one of the big deals about using a 1990 wire harness, right? One little move and you break a wire. It looks great. It's gonna look good. But right underneath these right here, if it's broken, see, like, all this has power. And I'm gonna bet money that it's probably a ground. Because we went through everything. Everything has power. Everything has power. So, the ground's in the back. I am gonna, of course, go inside. Put an extension all the way out here. Make sure it's making complete contact from one end to the other. Go one by one. I mean, a new wire harness for something like this is like $900 plus, or something like that. Very few people make them. No. It was a show car, or if I wanted to avoid the headache, you know, you buy it, plug it in, you know everything's good, right? But hey, just keeping it 100 with you guys. First one that I do. I probably should have done that when the wire harness was out here. Gone through everything. But hey, this isn't the only swap I plan on doing, so we got nothing but time. It's gonna be all right. So we heard it. We heard it. Sounds good. It's healthy. So a couple of wires ain't gonna hold me back, that's for sure. What would have been worse is turn this car on and it goes clack, 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 or some big old noise in there. This is stupid expensive right now. This engine, the GTIR. It's like $4 grand, I believe. Anywho, on to the next step. Fortunate enough, we have good old Dee Dee right here. She's ready to rock and roll, man. Sitting at 20 pounds. But that is one of the things I want to get rid of, all this stuff here. All this stuff right here. I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the other one so that it looks good. You know, maybe clean it up. You know, everything I did to the other one looks way nicer than this. Even the welds look better, right? You look at it, compare them, much cleaner. But anyways, that'd be another, somewhere along the road there. So the issue is the wiring harness. Go through here, put an extension, make sure it's going all the way to the front. Get the pin out, and go one by one. Make sure it's literally a wire from here to the other side. Make sure it's making complete contact all the way through. Much easier if it was out here, right? I should have checked it out here, but I didn't. So this is what we do, you know? So with that being said, here we go. All right, so here we go. We got the pin out, all right? That's what it's from. And this is what it's for. So We're right there, and we are going to chase it down and see what we got. I'm gonna say that it's probably our grounds, right? So we got to check these first through here, and then go see if it's continuity is all the way through the wire. And hopefully I don't have to take this apart, but if I have to, then, you know, I want to get it running already. You know, I'm not worried about the leak, the oil leak. That's a fix. You know, that's more of a mechanical than, you know, wiring issue, which is a gremlin, right? If you do not sort them out. So we're gonna do that and go from there. But yeah, it's from Innovative, and we got the major things right there. So it's a pretty good one. Alrighty then. Well, I found something that was backwards. That's it, keeping it 100. So this pigtail already had a whole bunch of pigtails added to it. So my black to white, this right here, threw everything off. So now they're correct. I checked the ground. This is where it belongs, and it has the outer ground right here. So airflow, we got the little chart here. Right there, right? Looks for that, but it matches, so this is what we used on DD. So there you go. Got black and white, black, and then white shielded. So now with the airflow, on how it gets plugged in, just follow the sequence, and that'll tell you where everything goes. For me, what it would be is, regardless of whatever color these are, because there are some that have different colors, but it's N62. Use your 3 wires. You know, it's got all of these. One of these deals. So these two are backwards, right? So what I'm having, the issue that I'm having is, yeah, I just use that. I'm not gonna solder it. Whatever I find, that's what we're gonna be using. That's the way DD is, and it runs great. Okay, so now, in theory, the computer is not sensing any air. Fuel injectors won't inject, right? So I checked the injectors. I took all the clips off. I made my ingenious follow the the rainbow, right? So you come all the way in here. I'm going pin by pin here, right? You go there, using the chart, using this little thanks to my brother JJ, he gave me that. I've been wanting to buy one for a very long time, even though it broke on me, but I soldered it and I fixed it. I was like, why am I not getting any readings unless I kind of tweak it a little bit? So I soldered it with a big old glob right here. I am gonna go get me one. I need to go get me a nice one, right? So thanks, bro. Now, you know, I go through here just to make sure it's making continuity all the way across. Comes on. Started with the injectors because that was my issue. All the way down, took the clip off. You know, continuity there, all the way across. So if my theory's correct, just running out of time. Gotta do the family thing. So airflow going down. I had these two backwards. Doesn't feel any air. Car doesn't turn on. Injectors don't inject. In theory, but we're gonna test that out pretty soon. But you know, I squirt some start fluid there. Car turns on, stays on because of the fuel going in there. This is somehow, not too sure what it's reading, but the car stays on. I put it on the video, and that was just with starter fluid. So hopefully this fixes the problem. maybe later on tonight, if not tomorrow for sure, get that situated.